Okay, so this is the first Unity tutorial, and it's gonna be how to make a Gorilla Tag fan game. I will do more Unity tutorials like this, but wanted to start with this one so you guys aren't confused and gives you guys something else to watch just in case if you need to have a fan game for other mechanics I work on. So first, what you want to do is you want to make a scene or like a new Unity project. Click on new project here, wait for it to load, and then once it's loaded, click on 3D built-in render pipeline or the universal 3D, either one. If you're gonna add URP, which is post-processing, which is what a lot of Gorilla Tag fan games use, I'll teach you how to add that, and it makes the game look really good. But I recommend this one so you can do everything yourself manually. And then just make a name like tutorial, which is gonna be for me. I already have one. It's but mine is named tutorial since it's for a tutorial. Once you're in here, what you want to do is you want to go to edit and project settings, and in project settings you want to scroll down to extra plugin management. Now I already have it added like halfway, because when I first recorded this, for some reason it stopped recording halfway. But once you add it, it's gonna say something to like add it into your project. Click on it, wait for it to load. It might ask you to restart the Unity editor, restart it, and then this should pop up with the PC screen, the thing in between, which I don't recommend touching, and then an Android icon. Then open XR here and project validation. So what you want to do is you want to on this section, the PC's monitor, you're gonna want to click on open XR, and then on this section, the Android one, you're gonna click on Oculus and wait for them to load. They take kind of long depending on your PC, or I think your Unity version 2. Alright, so it should be almost done now. I sped it up a bit just so you guys don't have to wait, because you guys might be in a rush. I don't know. But sometimes I'm in a rush before I leave the house, so yeah. And it's about to be done. Just a couple more stuff. And it is now done. Okay, I'm gonna clear the console. Alright, so now here the Oculus box should be checked only, and on here this should be checked. If this is here, the warning sign, it might not be. Just go to project validation, and then click on fix all. If you click fix all and it doesn't fix, I recommend one of them will say edit. Click on edit and then change. I recommend just go open XR, go from single pass to multi-pass, and on this one, the Android, single pass to multi-view to multi-pass. And then go to the Oculus, and you want to add low overhead mode, enable that, and then for multi-view to multi-pass, and then on the PC monitor, single pass. Wait for it to load. Hate when it does that. Alright, and then on this one, on the Oculus tab, single pass to multi-pass, and that's kind of all you have to do. And this is to decide like what kind of quest or like what kind of quest type can use it. I recommend doing Quest 2 and Quest 3, Quest Pro if you want, but I don't recommend it since it's not really meant for games. And keep this how it is. Now in the Open XR, if you go to project validation, there might not be any errors unless, like, not in the Android, but will be in here. Read the error. So here you have to add an interaction profile. So go to Open XR, and in the PC monitor tab, you want to click the plus drop down menu. The plus drop down menu in the middle, click on that, and then add the Oculus touch controller profile, and then add the, where is it, the HTC Vive controller profile. And then on the Android tab, you want to add the Oculus touch profile, and then the Meta Quest Pro touch profile, just in case someone has those controllers. And I recommend adding palm pose and hand interaction poses for both tabs, which allow hand animations, which will be a later video. Now after you have these, I will leave a link in the description for the Gorilla Tag Locomotion setup. There will be a link in the description. You have to download it, download the zip like that, and open it, Locomotion main, and then you want to just drag the Gorilla Tag Locomotion into your Unity, or you can, after you drag it in, I recommend just dragging it in, it's way quicker. I already have it imported, so there's nothing to import. You can either drag it in or right click on the assets area, right click, import package, custom package, and then select it. But after you have it, I recommend before adding it, build a map. So I'm gonna build a map really quick, and yeah, so to build a map, either click on game object up here and then 3D object, or right click in this little hierarchy, 3D object, and then a cube or whatever. I'm just gonna name this floor, and then over here is like the position. I recommend setting it to 0 like that. And then if you want, you can do this changes the scale on both sides. Control Z to undo, and this one right here under the scale, this one right here, it will change it on one side, which is a bit better. So that's what I'm gonna use to just make my map super quickly. It's pretty easy to make a map like this. I'll show you a more advanced way later, and then I'll just put it like that. And then I'm going to add, if you want to add like a material, not like actual textures, but a material, go right click on here, click on, go to create, and then look down until you find material, name it whatever you want. I'm gonna name it green, and then click right here, the little white bar, and then make it any color you want. You guys might know how to work this, you might not. And if you don't want the texture to be shiny, as you can see it's a bit shiny, if you don't want it to be shiny, you can just lower down the smoothness or the metallicness, either one. I'm gonna add little objects for the player to jump on. I'm gonna name this object, and then again I'm gonna set it to 0, 0, 0, and then put it up like that. I'm gonna make a new material, do the same process. I'm gonna name it like blue, and lower that, and then I'm gonna click on this and just make it like a nice blue texture, and then put it on the object. And then I'm just gonna move it a bit like that. This is just something for you to do, or like the player to do. This might be like a beta build over here, or something, I don't know. Just a bit like that. Doesn't have to be perfect since it's just a tutorial, and it's not in the real game I'm making. And then maybe add double walls. Again, this is just an example for you guys to use for like stuff you can add to your map. Use the different scale types, double walls, and I'm not gonna make a different material for them. Bit like that looks good. Okay. Now maybe after you make your map or add a bunch of objects, let me just move these. Maybe you make your map or add a bunch of objects for your player to move around on. You want to go, there should be a resources folder after you add your Gorilla rig. You double click on that, and then Gorilla prefab, it just says but it says prefab since it gets cut off. Double click on that. I'm just gonna clear that, and then the Gorilla rig right here, don't double click on it, left click and hold and drag it into your scene like this, and then right click on, when you click it, it'll highlight in blue. Right click on it, go to prefab, and unpack completely. Now on the Gorilla rig right here, it says there might be like a missing script. What you want to do is you just want to click on it and remove, and then add component, and then you want to do XR origin, and then like the camera under Gorilla player, main camera, leave this at not specified, leave this how it is, and then this is going to be, let me check what it was. the camera floor game offset, I'm just gonna set that as Gorilla Player. And there, your Gorilla rig is set up. If there are any problems, let me know. If you want to test it without going in VR, click on this little play button. If you hover over it, it tells you what it is, and then it loads in. And to make your character like actually move, like move the hands, it's weird that their hands are spheres. Yes, but I'll teach you how to add like player models and stuff. You want to go under the Gorilla rig, click on the little arrow under Gorilla rig. Gorilla Player will be closed, so go under Gorilla Player. Then on left and right hand controller, not the spheres, left hand controller, you want to move it and use this like little cube on the or the arrows, and then move it, put it on the ground, and as you can see, it moves around. Make sure not to jump off the edge like that. Yeah, that's how you make a Gorilla Tag fan game. Pretty basic. I'll make, if this video, tell me if you guys want more Gtag fan game tutorials like this, like making a mirror, adding a good player model, how to make a player model, and a couple other stuff like cosmetics and multiplayer. Let me know. But once you're done like adding everything, I do recommend clicking on file and then save like that, and then now you're done. So thanks for watching. This video took a while to record only because I kept messing up, but if you guys like this video, tell me if you want more Gorilla Tag fan game tutorials on how to add a bunch of other stuff like mirrors and stuff that like other games might have, like maybe bouncy movement or a good player model. But let me know, and I might make a tutorial on it. So yeah.